Hello and welcome to episode 106 of the WMMA 5 Series Modern Day UFC Save here on the channel, as it is UFC 274 Nunes versus Aspen Ladd 2, this time a featherweight. As you see, we have added to Cruz in Favor instead of it being Cruz in Favor 4. Figured 15 years in the making, why not have that be the tagline? Because again, that's when their first fight was, literally 2 decades ago. Almost actually 2 decades ago, yeah, because, oh no, I thought it was a lot longer than that as far as their last fight. So I thought they fought in 2008, but I could be mistaken. As far as, let's go to Dominic Cruz. Because I could have swore, I have to go to the entire fight history. Yeah, it's 2007. Wild. Yeah, I guess, well, no, it's more 20 years closer for us in real life, but not in 2022. I guess that's still a little bit ways away, but yeah, it's crazy, though. It is pretty wild. Yeah, that's, of course, when he lost, his only loss to Fader. They beat him the other 2 times. But who knows what's going to happen here in this 4th fight for the belt, too. A lot of fun to see that. But as far as the mail, the news, just this card was so fucking cursed. Figgy, of course, breaking his ankle the day before the show. Unreal. We tried everything to have Figgy on this card. And now he literally changed the opponent. So now Tenshin Nasakura, he, though, will be fighting Kai Kara France now. He's going to be at the, as far as the Fight Island 13 card in July. So he's got a little bit of a month or 2 off, basically. So that's, I mean, tough for him. Obviously, Figgy with a broken ankle, big tough. As far as Saeed has decided to take a hiatus, which is tough because he just had a pretty great showing at the beginning of that fight, and then he got knocked out by Andre Ewell. But Ewell getting a big knockout win, now he's going to take a break. After beating Cheeto, it felt like he was going to maybe take a nice little run, but of course Andre putting the fucking stop to that. We'll see. Obviously, he's probably going to be out for about a year or so. And then Brett Johns, he is signed to Bellator. Brett Johns, he obviously 30 years old. He's been given a lot of big opportunities in the save, but he has lost through his last 4. Ray Borg, Adrian Yanez, and Dominic Cruz. Of course, the Yanez loss. I mean, Yanez beat his fucking ass. Very impressive. The Ricky Simone win, too, was a split. Really, his biggest win is definitely Peter Yan. But I think with so many losses as of late, I felt like it was time. Bellator was making a pretty big offer to him. We even negotiated to try and, make it even more for Bellator, which they followed suit, and it just became like, well, we can sign him back in a couple of years, a couple of fights maybe down the road. He'll still be in his early 30s if he does well. So we'll see, because I believe he had 6 fights. It is 3 years, but 2 of them were guaranteed. As far as it's it's going to be interesting to see how he does in Bellator. I think he kind of needs a bit of a pick me up a little bit, and this is a great way to do it. Have him go to Bellator. So I'm excited to see what he does there. I'm assuming he'll run through the bantamweight division, but you never know. You never know. But as far as our main event, of course, Amanda Nunes and Aspen Ladd. Co-main event, Alistair Overeem. Hopefully he's on all the fuck it. He's eating all the horse meat. He's on everything. If he has any chance of beating JDS, that's probably about the only way he's going to do it. Yusuf Razov taking on Renato Moicano, as Moicano and Yusuf Razov. This is a hell of a fight here. But Asmat Kuravov and Jair De Silva. This is a pretty crazy fight to add to the main card. As far as a 125 bout, again, Aspen Ladd coming in at 140. I mean, Definitely a weight difference that you need to be able to make up. So that's tough. Oh, didn't mean to click on Alistair Overeem. But in our opening contest, an absolute fucking banger here. I don't care if they're both almost 40 years old. Who gives a shit? These two are going to bring it. John Lineker, Jose Aldo at 145. A very fun fight there. But for Nunes and Ladd, of course, they fought at the co-main of UFC 257, December 2020, which that was Aspen Ladd knocking out Amanda Nunes, which just shocking to say the least. She is the favorite in this fight, but it's featherweight now. It's not a bantamweight fight like it was the first time around for Nunes. Of course, she had the one loss to Kat Zingano way back when, but obviously in real life, her loss as the champ was to Juliana Pena. But here, it's Aspen Ladd. She got knocked out, licked her wounds a little bit, was out for maybe about a year or so, came back, beat Megan Anderson, beat her up pretty bad too. It was just kind of crazy that really here in the save, she has not been that dominant force that she kind of was at the end of the decade. When she went right through Cyborg. Of course, that fight was crazy. The Holly Holm knockout was a lot of fun to see. Of course, her and Jermaine Durand, those two were just kind of perfect for each other. Of course, the knockout of Ronda when she came back. She's on a fucking tear. But then Aspen Ladd came a knocking and knocked her fucking ass out. But she's not going to have a bad fight, though. These two, they're just kind of perfect for each other in a way. Because Nunes a pretty great boxing career before she moved to MMA. And you're picking up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And Aspen Ladd has a hell of a right hand on her, of course. She's on a run that has just been phenomenal. She beat Ketlin Vieira 30-26 basically. Of course, the knockout of Nunes, she knocked out Juliana Pena, finished her in the third round after dropping her. And she just knocked out Liana Joja, also her last fight in December of 2021. So both girls have really had the same amount of time frame off. Of course, this is going to be her fifth pay-per-view, and this is going to be back-to-back main events for her as well. There for Aspen Ladd. She's really going full speed, which is hilarious, because obviously in real life, it did not go that way. She ended up going to the PFL. It's been completely different here in this save. She's been an absolute terror. Even the favorite against Amanda Nunes. That shows you how much she's improved. At 145, which she's coming in at 140, that's a big mistake. And, boy, I would have to edge my bet towards Nunes and Alistair Overeem with JDS. These old men are going to beat the fuck out of each other. That's what we're going to see here. And of course, Alistair Overeem and JDS, they fought once before, almost a decade ago, at a UFC on Fox show, which was Dos Anjos and Cerrone 2. Fucking Overeem TKO'd him. And just kind of crazy to think around that time, of course, he had already fought Brock. He was in the middle of a nice little winning streak here. That was his third one in a row. That was probably his best winning streak of the company at that time, yeah. It's actually the best during his entire run with the company. Because then he fought Stipe, which, listen, obviously the Rothwell loss was crazy. Travis Brown, even though he's a piece of shit, he's a tough guy to figure out, especially for a lot of heavyweights at that time. Getting knocked out by Bigfoot Silva was very tough, though, especially after beating Brock in the first round. Of course, the Mark Hunt fight, that's always a banger. Him and Verdum was a fun one. And of course, poor Francis almost took his fucking head off. Curtis Blades is tough, but then he comes back, beats Pavlovich. Then the two losses, the Jair Rosenstrike loss, pretty tough right at the end of the fight. And then obviously here in the save, he has split decision loss. But other than that, he knocked out Rumble to end out the first round. He beat up on old Tai Tuivasa for 3 rounds. This is a big fight. This is a big fight. And, JDS, though, I would say he's had a lot more success here in the save than what Overeem has had off of just the guys he's fought. Obviously, his one loss was to Curtis Blades here in the save, but then he's beaten up on Arhan Bilal, Johnny Walker, Ryan Spann, and Stipe Miocic, which obviously Johnny Walker and Ryan Spann, which I believe the Johnny Walker fight was at heavyweight. I thought it was, at least. It was an upset, though, too. Johnny Walker was the favorite in that fight. Oh, yeah, it was a heavyweight fight. But the Ryan Spann fight was not. He had to take that fight a little bit of... oh, no, it was a heavyweight fight. I don't know why I was thinking he moved down to light heavyweight for one of these fights. But they moved up to heavyweight to fight him. He's been a wrecking machine. He's been a finishing machine. Hasn't went the distance yet in this. They really hasn't went the distance since the Blagoy fight, which Blagoy always kind of grinds guys out to get a decision. But man, this was... When he lost to Alistair Overeem, this is when he just could not... After the crazy knockout on Cain Velasquez, he had the rematch with Cain, went the distance and lost, and then he got finished by Cain at the 5th round of their trilogy fight. Was kind of coming off of that, but he beat Stipe by decision. I mean, this is 2 wins over Stipe. He knocked out Francis. He knocked out Taito Ivasa. Both of them have knocked out Mark Hunt. He knocked out Frank Mir, which was always crazy to think. Him and Shane Carwin went the distance when Shane Carwin was a absolute gorilla of a human being. At that time, Ron Nelson he beat, Gonzaga he beat, which that was after, I think, that was definitely way after Gonzaga knocked out poor Crow Cop, which he even beat Crow Cop. I mean, he was just on a fucking tear. JDS was a demon. He still is a demon, too. And man, I mean, honestly, he's pretty much been a top 5 heavyweight for literally a decade now. Unreal. This is a fun fight, though, to have in the co-main here in Brazil. For Yusuf Razov, taking on Moicano here. I mean, Moicano, it was a tough draw for him. He's the favorite, but man, Yusuf Razov has been an absolute terror in there. He's beaten Miroslav Becic. He knocked out Frank Yeager. He knocked out Ricardo Ramos as well. He's been getting knockout wins, and he's just finished, obviously, Miroslav Becic for the guillotine, which I believe Becic shot in for the takedown, and he just jumped the gilly and won that way. But my God, has he been an absolute force of featherweight. It's kind of crazy he's only ranked 12th because it feels like he's a top 5 featherweight, to be honest, with some of these performances. But Moicano, of course, he had the title fight with Topuria, which Topuria beat him up pretty bad. But he went away, licked his wounds, now he's back, fighting in Brazil. He was on that nice little winning streak, beating Shane Burgos, Abbott, and Michael Johnson, which, sure, Michael Johnson, again, that name, it's not as impressive maybe from a name value sake, but to see what Michael Johnson's done in the save, that's a huge win. That's probably the biggest win out of these 3. Just crazy. But, hey, I mean, I was wanting him to fight Max Holloway at some point in the save. Definitely could still get that done, but really he's got to go through Razov to get that fight. But this is a big-time fight, for sure, for both guys. Featherweight fight. Featherweight division always brings it. That should be a good one. And Asmat Kuravov and Jair De Silva. This fight, I believe we had to make because of the loss of Figgy's fight. So Asmat Kuravov coming in. He lost to Brandon Royval in February. Of course, got triangled with the armbar, too, on top of it. He was on an absolute tear. He's 20-0. Then he became 21-0 and lost that one. But he's bouncing back. He's taking on an aging Jair De Silva. Of course, Jair had the big title win over Figgy, but he ended up being on all the shit. So he ended up having to vacate the belt. He got the rematch when he came back, but Perez beat him up pretty bad. And he just beat Kai Kara France, though, pretty badly, too. He beat him up in February at the Tough 30 finale. We'll see how he does. I mean, this, again, he's in Brazil. He's got a good chance to get a win. But I would probably, again, hedge my bet towards the favorite because he also doesn't have a fight camp either. Asmat Kuravov's just a savage. He's a tough guy. Very, very tough. But Aldo and Lineker, boy, oh boy, we signed back John Lineker. It's crazy. He's 32 years old. I thought he was a lot older at this time. He's in his mid-30s now, but here he's in his early 30s. But Aldo is definitely an old-ass man at this point. But both men, I mean, they've had so many fights. Lineker's almost over 40 fights. Aldo's getting up to 40 fights. They've both had a lot of UFC experience. Lineker was the goddamn man. As far as here in the save, though, he hasn't had a single fight. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why the fuck one did not book him on any fights. We snagged him up when this contract came up, And immediately it was like, we got to give him a big-time fight. I mean, went the distance with Sandhagen. Had the fight with Dillashaw, which he went the distance with him as well. But look at these guys. He beat and fought. Rising young Rob Font. John Dodson, of course, at that time, was still coming off of his wins and his performances. Cheeto beat him up in the 1 and 3 rounds. Just crazy. Ian McCall, too, was a fun fight. He's the man. He is the absolute man. And, man, this is a big-time fight comeback for him, though. At featherweight now, obviously he's a little fella because he was fighting at bantamweight and then flyweight. And he was just an absolute demon in there. But now he's fighting a demon in his own right as well in Jose Aldo. Aldo, coming into featherweight, it's obviously been a different career. Basically, post-Holloway losses and the post-McGregor losses, it was like, all right, he's going to get out of his prime. But, I mean, look at, he beat Moicano, he beat up on Jeremy Stevens, he's beaten Yair Rodriguez here in the save, he just beat Darren Elkins, which, I mean, that was not an easy fight by any means, but he also lost to Michael Johnson, which is just, again, shows you how great Michael Johnson is in this. But Aldo, 35, obviously one of the best 145ers there ever has been. He's got a tough one, though. This is not going to be an easy gimme fight against John Lineker. And for Ryan Spann, taking on Johnny Walker, these two men, of course, have both fought JDS and both are on the losing end. They're fighting here at light heavyweight. Walker's the favorite. This is a big-time fight for both guys. Johnny Walker does have a fight camp. They're both 30 years old, too. It's a fun fight. Ryan Spann definitely has the power to get something going. He has lost as far as 2 of his last 3, but he just knocked out Alonzo Minfield, and that is not an easy feat. He's a guy, literally, has not seen the second round here in this save. Very crazy. Very, very crazy. Johnny Walker, of course, had the loss to JDS, but he also lost to Jan Blachowicz in this next fight, but he's coming off of a win over Thiago Santos. Beat him 30-27, beat him up pretty bad, and that was the first time he went the distance here in his career, in his UFC career at least. Those guys usually get finishes. This is going to be a fun one, for sure. That's a hell of a main event of a prelim, too. Especially to try and get people to buy this pay-per-view. It's like, listen, you want to buy this fucking shit. You're going to see some fucking bangers on that main card. And here's one for you before you buy the pay-per-view. Kana Watanabe in the Violence Queen. Ariana Lipski. As, of course, Lipski, she's been doing very well for herself. But Kana Watanabe has been on a tear. She's 3-0. She's coming in as far as a big favorite. Then, she's beaten J.J. Aldrich. She's beaten Paulina Patello. Emily Whitmire, all with different submissions. Hasn't had a bad fight yet. Of course, she was in Ryzen, and she had the one Bellator fight. Now, fighting here. And, this is a big-time fight. Big fight for Kana Watanabe, because she's looking to get into the top 10. And she's taking on the 7th-ranked Violence Queen herself, who has just beaten Caitlin Chikagan, a former champ. She beat Vivian Araujo before that. Of course, Mackenzie Dern has been on a tear, so that's her one loss in the save. She's won 4 of her last 5. She's gotten 2 finishes, 2 back-to-back. Her other losses were Molly McCann and Joanna Calderwood, which are 2 very tough flyweights as well, so you can't really hold those losses against her. She's been tough, and she's still not even 30. She's got a lot of experience. That's a good fight, though. That's really striker versus grappler, really, in that affair, because Lipski's a traditional kind of Muay Thai fighter looking to get in that clinch and beat up on some fuckers. Jessica Andrade and Verna Generoba. I always fuck that name up. But Verna, though, she is coming in as an underdog. Of course, Jessica Andrade, still 30 years old. It's crazy because she has been fighting forever in the UFC. Got her debut, that had been about a decade ago, damn near, when they started booking women. We can't scroll down. I guess this is February or July of 2013 with her and Liz Carmouche on the UFC Fox show. She's lost 3 in a row, unfortunately. As far as lost to Paulina Viana, Miss Yan, who was very, very tough, and then Claudia Gadelha as well, which she got 30-27. Oh, no, she did beat Michelle Watterson. That was actually in the save, too. She beat up on the old Karate Hottie. Got that after 2nd round win. Crazy. I mean, she beat Thug Rose, and then she lost Zhang Wei Li, wasn't the champ anymore. It's crazy. She's fought, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She also was beating up on Joanne Calderwood. She's, Ticia Torres. She's been, it's crazy. The win she has, she beat Rocky Pennington, so that's another win over a champ. Kind of wild. But here in the save, it has not gone her way. She's still 30. A lot can still happen. A lot of fight experience, though, as a flyweight. But Verna, great grappler, has a tough break, though, and she's only fought one time in the save, which, again, is crazy. Basically took the whole 2021 off and half of 2022 off, and she's back. She's still a top 15 strawweight, which is still crazy when you are off for that long. But this is a tough fight for her. She's getting thrown into the fire for sure in our first fight back. That's going to be a tough one. As for Raush Manfio, as Manfio, the Brazilian, making his debut, the Brazilian Muay Thai fighter, but he's taking on Michel Brazares, and Michel's a fucking demon. He's 10-4, 26-4 overall. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, though. He did get knocked out by Alexei Konechko in his first fight in the save. So basically, he took the rest of 2021 off, and now he's fighting here in 2022. It took forever to get him some fights. I feel really bad since he's really up there in age, but now he's getting a big fight. He's taking on a debuting guy, but he's the favorite, a clear favorite, too. Probably the biggest favorite on the whole card at minus 550. As far as for Manfio, he's been in King of the Cage. Been getting a lot of wins there. He beat up on Terrence McKinney, 30-27 him. He beat Joe Proctor as well before that. He's beating up on Tim Welch, Evan Cutts. He's gotten some wins over formidable guys in the scene. But now, as far as this is a tough fight, though. And it's a super lightweight fight, too, at 165. So we'll get to see how that does. That has to be the first super lightweight fight in Brazil, too, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then for Estela Nunes, she's taking on Julia Bolestri? I think that's how you pronounce it, but we'll just stick with Julia for now. As far as she's taking on Estela Nunes, she's making her debut as well, which she has been in Jungle Fight. Which she didn't even go to Invicta. We just sent her right to the main roster. She's ranked already. She's a good striker for someone that has a pretty solid Muay Thai background. And of course, it's she's already defeated somebody that was in as far as Invicta, and Jessica Del Boni. But she also won the Shooto Brazilian strawweight title. So she's already gotten some big fights under her belt. Still only 24 years old. Still doing this though. She's 8-2, won no contest rather. She took the whole year off, too, in 2021. She's back here in 2022. She beat Amanda Bobby Cooper, ABC, herself, but she lost to Kanako Murata. Which, that fight at least was 29-28. We'll see if she does. Both were good to great fights in the save here. Should be a decent little fight. Both Muay Thai girls, both have a fight camp. That should be a good little way to start off the show, honestly. They're both on the bottom end of the rankings, 20th and 24th, but they're still ranked, though. So, this should be a good little fight to kick off the prelim. As, again, Nunes and Aspen Ladd. If Nunes wins for the third time, this, again, will set a record for the belt. Of course, they fought in 2020 at UFC 257 at Paulo Costa Israel Adesanya card. Ladd knocked her out. She's finished 4 of her last 5. 4 of her last 5, rather, has Aspen Ladd. Nunes and Ladd, though, 1 and 2 on the pound-for-pound fighters in the world list for the women's side of things, so that makes a whole lot of sense. They are definitely 2 of the best women fighters in the world, and competing again on the main event of a pay-per-view, I think really solidifies that. That's a fun fight, though. Very, very fun. Cannot wait to see that. JDS and Alice Overeem, the Demolition Man. Again, another rematch, but it's almost been a decade since they fought. Overeem won by TKO. He's the clear favorite. I could see why he gave JDS some problems, though. He does have a nice reach advantage over him. He is a bigger dude. JDS, he's got to get in close. He's got to use those uppercuts if he's got any chance of trying to win this fight. It's a big-time fight, though. Big fight for him. Razov, those finish all of his last 5 opponents. Is he taking on Money Moicano. This is a tough fight, though. Moicano Moicano's the favorite, but I don't think it's a clear 7-0 split on the Blick stat picks. There's just no way. I think Razov's going to give him some problems. Now, they're back in Jazeera de Silva, at least Mark L is. I don't see that at all. I think Kuravov, he's a little pissed off. He was on a nice little run as the champ, lost in his previous outing. He's looking to bounce back and get back to a title fight soon. And Aldo and Lineker, my God, I just cannot wait for this fight. Aldo's got the reach advantage. Don't hold out that Lineker hasn't won since October 2019. That's literally his last fight. Hasn't fought this decade, but he's back. And he's back in the UFC too, and we're very excited to use him. Ryan Spann, Johnny Walker. Walker's going to have a significant weight advantage. He's got the clear Blurcast Stat picks to 7-0. They're both top 10 light heavyweights. That's a fun fight, though, especially the main event of prelim. Then Conor Watanabe and the Violence Queen, Ariel Lipski. Watanabe is the favorite, even though Lipski is a top 10 flyweight. That shows you how great Conor Watanabe has been. But Lipski's tough. Lipski's very, very tough. And both girls here, of course, they've had a long time off. Their teammates as well. As far as they're both, at least Andrade is a top 15 strawweight. For Verna, she's got a chance to jump up in the rankings if she can beat Andrade there. And for Theo, of course, he has not won by, as far as finish in his last fights. They've all went the distance. Chael hasn't won in a couple of years, though. But again, he also has been off, basically, since 2019. So, there's a big-time fight for him. He's going to, the big betting line favorite as well. And Estela Nunes, again, a girl hasn't fought literally a year and a half. But she's back. And for Julia, she is coming in as a debutee. She does have one backer in Chris W., but I don't think she's going to have what it takes tonight. We'll see, though. As Julia and Nunes, as far as her being the referee, cage-side judges, they get a big ovation, of course, of both Brazilians, and here they go, they touch gloves, and neither fighter can land anything, though. Went for a nice counter. Did Julia. Left jab and a right hand nearly fails to connect. Nice one, too. A jab and a glancing high kick blow. So Nunes is already doing well, but so does Julia. She lands a 1-2 as well, so both girls really landed. Two counter left hands from Nunes. Jab and a beautiful straight right there. Missed the big right hand, and here comes, she's off balance. Then Nunes comes in with the right hand. Boy, oh boy, are they in trouble. There's a counter jab, missed it though. Caught with a right hook. They engage. Counters right in with a left jab and a right cross. Off target left jab, hits a spin kick. 1-2 from Julia. Good shit. They meet in the center, leg kick. Left jab, left hook to the body, rather. Oh wow, 4-punch combination. But Nunes avoids all of them. So that's a good counter striking from Nunes. Nice little 2 quick punches, then goes down and stays with the leg kick. Good shit from Julia. Nice little combo. Nice right hook here from Nunes. Probably broke her nose to end out that first round. And man, that was a hell of a close call, though, on that card. She landed more. So you have to probably give it to Julia. They both had the same amount of damage, though Nunes did break her nose at the end. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. As Julia comes in with a jab, and the right hook doesn't find the mark. Left jab, leg kick doesn't land. Left kick to the rib cage there from Nunes. Couple of jabs, steps in the strikes. 1-2, misses both strikes. Quick left straight right. Left hook. Nunes with a 1-2. Neither fighter can land anything. Jab, missed it with a low kick. Pair of jabs. Right hand taking on the gloves. Missed all the big right hands, allowing Nunes to counter with a counter strike of a nice right hook. And another glancing blow with a high kick. She's cut her now. Jab can't hit the mark, though. Nunes with another combo. Quick left straight right. It's all tied up here, and I think that's the right call to have it be tied up between these fighters. It's a hell of a fight we have. Comes down to this final round. They're trying to get the fucking broken nose situation a little under control. I mean, her eyes swollen shut now. She's been cut, and she gets caught with a right hook, though does Nunes as a man. I mean, Julia's still fighting hard. She's not going down without a fight. Left jab missed the high kick. I mean, if you're Julia, you don't want to get caught by something like this, a left jab and a left arm kick to the body, especially with that broken nose already. Jab and a high kick. Oh no, Julia's in trouble. Tries to go for the massive right, but somehow Julia gets out of that type of danger. But now, she's got to drop her. I mean, Julia, she's been rocked. She's lost the round now. Oh, man, she got caught with a feint, too. Yeah, it's not good. Went for a head kick to Julia. Another one, too. I mean, Nunes has just been very consistent with those body kicks. There's another body kick as well after the jab. Oh, man. I mean, she's been putting in the work with those body kicks. That's a hell of a fight, though. Yeah, I'd say 29-28 for Nunes. And, yeah, that was the right call. Good fight, though. A great fight, actually. As, yeah, she wants Chechen Velismas in her next fight. Is Brazilian top team girl. Hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight for these two. And they kick off their careers with a nice fight. As our next one, or at least they don't kick off their careers. At least Julia did, but she comes off with the loss. We'll see how Manfio does as the debutee tonight. Is taking on Michel Prazeres, though. I mean, Michel's a tough vet. He's going to be very, very tough to put away. Of course, he trains with the Pitbull brothers as well. But ATT guy for Manfio, oh man. Manfio almost got caught with a bad counter here. He did land the right jab, did Michel, but he hits but the left cross misses, rather. Either fighter can land anything. Nice guard here. Good guard again. From Manfio. He's doing a really good job. Using his Muay Thai and his boxing. Oh my, went for the head kick though, but missed it after the jab. Good one too for Manfio. Missed with the right jab, left hand taking on the gloves. We're seeing good strike defense from Manfio, and he's catching them with feints. He's doing a really, really good job. Counters the left hand with a left jab, a quick left jab, but the right head kick doesn't make contact though. He's going big. He's going for those head kicks. And another counter, this time a left kick to the rib cage. Jab, right hand blocked, missed the jab, lands the left hook. He's getting after it though. Manfio with a left kick to the body. Prazeres is trying to get something going. Of course, he's up there in age, so the gas tank's already getting challenged. Quick left hook, and now there's a cut just above the hairline, trickling down, probably getting in his eyes. Oh, Manfio probably just knocked him down with that right hook. He does. Oh boy, well, what a debut for Manfio. Big upset. Whoosh. Manfio does it, and man, what a performance, what a big win. For poor Michel, though, gosh, I mean, that's now 3 in a row. Hasn't been great. Yeah, he did have the fight in 2021, so at least it wasn't a full year off. That's his first pay-per-view since fucking John Jones and Gustafsson won. That's kind of crazy. It's been a while, literally almost 10 years. Yeah, I mean, it's in a pretty decisive fashion to another knockout loss. Not great. Not great. He will still be 10-5, but he'll be 26-5 as well. And it's hard to think what we can do with him at 40 years old. That was a tough one. But Manfio, I mean, that is how you deliver as a debutee, even as a big underdog. He looked tremendous, though, stand-up-wise. He's going to be a problem. For sure, if he can still fight like that against some of the higher-ranked guys. Jessica Andrade and Verna Jandiroba, as Verna and Andrade, of course, both Brazilians. We've seen that pretty much every fight so far. Steve Mazzagati's our referee, cage-side judges, and here we go. They touch gloves. Went for the big right hand that missed, though, did Andrade after the jab, but Verna's trying to get a hold of her, and she does. She's got her against the cage, a nice little glancing elbow. Tries to throw a clinch, but she's trying to press her up. Is Andrade trying to make sure she doesn't get stuck? I'm looking for a sweep. Andrade with a good solid base. Yeah, she stopped that takedown, but she cannot get off the cage. And she's got the takedown now, inside control. Fucking Verna's looking real good. She's doing a very, very good job. She's obviously won that round. It was a yawner, for sure. But she did her part. Hits the straight right. Does Andrade. Man, missed the big right hand. Also, is probably going to miss the body shot, and that's going to give her a chance to clinch up with her again. And another trip. Gives up her back. Went for both hooks. Doesn't get it. Still over the rear naked choke without the hooks. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. Not good. It's, yeah, I mean, Verna's up 2 rounds of none. Andrade needs to finish if she's got any chance of winning this fight. Nice right hand. But I don't think it's going to do it because, yep, here comes another takedown attempt up against the cage, probably. Oh, Andrade gets out of it. She gets off the cage. And now, knee strike to the thigh. knee to the ribs. Steve Mazzagati's going to separate him. Good call. But, Andrade's just swinging for the fences. There's a right cross that lands hard. Still trying to get in close. Andrade's trying to push this fight. Vicious right cross. Oh my god, she knocked her down. Look at the finisher. She does. Unreal. Jessica Andrade makes the comeback happen. Down 2 rounds to none. Literally a minute left. Dropped her. Finished her. Hell of a comeback for Jessica Andrade. Was not looking too hot. She fucking saved that one. Great shit. Tough break if you're Verna. I mean, that's a hard pill to swallow. When you were dominating the fight, grappling-wise, the final round happens and you get caught with a big-time shot. But that's Jessica Andrade's power. She could change your fight in an instant. And, next fight, Mark Goddard, the referee, the Violence Queen, Ariana Lipski, and Kana Watanabe. Lipski, though, her first time taking on a non-Brazilian talent tonight as far as our first outsider of Brazil. We'll see how Watanabe does as the kind of the away fighter. Lipski's trying to pressure her. It's a jab. Nice little left roundhouse kick to the body. Yeah, Lipski's striking is very, very good, though. Very, very good. But yeah, judo versus Muay Thai as well. I think that's a good kind of counterbalance for the two styles. But now Lipski's really lighting her up now. Caught her with a feet and then caught her with a left hand. But the body kick is also avoided, though. Lipski trying for these big-time shots. Counter jab missed from Watanabe. She just can't hit Lipski. Lipski's doing a really good job of being a hard target to hit. Nice counter from Lipski. It's a nice left hand. She caught her with another feet and another counter with a jab and a quick kick. I mean, Kana Watanabe is in big, big trouble. Glancing high kick now. I mean, Lipski is looking world-class right now. She's been very, very impressive. That's why we made this fight. We knew Lipski was going to do a lot better in this fight than the odds makers had her as. I mean, she's plus 190. She probably should have been the favorite the way she's fighting. She's been tremendous. Nice little left jab and a good right hand, though. Oh, well, she was off target with a left jab, rather, but she hits the good right hand and end out the round. She at least does something of note, but man, that was almost all Lipski, and she's coming in again. Nice 1-2s from both girls now. Oh boy, Lipski's in trouble though. Kana Watanabe's 1-2 landed more. Went for the fucking knee strike, but she pushed her away to Lipski, and she's gonna hang on. But, oh man, Kana Watanabe's in the driver's seat now. But as I say that, here comes Lipski with a counter. Good shit, Lipski with another counter. Came in with a head kick, but just doesn't have, just about landed. Didn't have much power though, and so that probably wouldn't have been a fight ender or anything. Nice counter here from Lipski again. Quick left jab and a kick to the lead leg. Lipski's counter striking has just been so good tonight. She's been impossible to stop. Clean right hand now from Lipski off the counter. And there's a 1-2. Left jab and a left hook left to the body rather. Left kick to the body. Left jab and a great right hook from Watanabe. So she's starting to land a little bit. Lipski's getting tired. Closer round. Lipski probably still won it though. I have to agree with him. I mean, Watanabe did rock her, but other than that, it was pretty much all Lipski. She probably landed more power strikes. Oh, they landed the same amount of power strikes. I mean, she's been doing phenomenal though as Lipski. She's been making her miss. She's been landing at a high volume for what she's been throwing. Missed the right cross in Watanabe. Another counter from Lipski. Left jab, leg kick misses though. Left jab lands a nice shot here. Nice right hook. Oh my lord, left jab, head kick. Down goes Watanabe. Could finish her in the third and final round. Oh my gosh, she taps out. Wow, she just tapped out from strikes. That was fascinating to see that. Wow. And so, yeah, a submission win. Thanks to her tapping out the strikes. Crazy. What a win, though, for Aaron Lipski. What a fight. And that's why we made this fight. We knew it was going to be a fun one. We knew we were going to see a finish. And, man, the Violence Queen delivers again. She will be a fun champion if she does win in a big-time fight. Because I think she's probably one fight away from fighting for the belt. If she gets a top 5 girl, even a top 3 girl, and she beats her up like she's been doing to these girls at 125, she definitely could fight for the belt. She is very, very talented. And these two light heavyweights, battling it out here, 2 top 10 light heavyweights, both so similar in age, height, record, I mean, just so similar. No team for Johnny Walker, but he's still a minus 300 favorite. And here we go. They go toe-to-toe. Strikes either fighter can land anything, though. I think this might be a little bit too much of a counter of both guys. Like, they're almost a perfect match for each other. It's going to be hard for one of these guys to maybe get going. But so far, Johnny Walker's been doing a great job of these counter strikes. The right hook was ducked there at the end by Spann, but oh my lord, Ryan Spann almost got caught up with the three-punch combination, but he defends them all successfully as well. Missed the jab. Oh, missed the right cross rather. Here comes a counter from Walker. It's a jab, but the leg kick misses. Left jab from Walker, getting at the right cross. Nice left jab and a great right hook. Oh, he missed the left hook, or left jab rather, excuse me, from Spann. So, oh, and he rocked him with that fucking big-time shot. Walker gets punished with a straight right hand. Oh my. Went for a scorching right hand again, but Johnny Walker's able to get out of it. He's going to survive. He does not get cartooned knockout as what has happened to him in real life pretty much. Oh, now Johnny Walker switching to southpaw here, in which he does pretty well. Went for a counter strike, but missed both shots. It was a good round. Good round. They're giving it to Johnny Walker. I don't know about all that. I would have to give that to Ryan Spann. He did more damage. It was 6-7 on strikes. I mean, you got to give it to Ryan Spann. And that one dodges the right hand, counterattacks with a pair of chops, followed by a right hook that's avoiding last possible second. Nice get a little counter here from Johnny Walker. Counters the right hand with a right cross. Left cross from Walker. Both guys landing big time shots. Right hand taking on the gloves from Spann. Two bunch combinations were absorbed by Spann. Nice little 1-2 from Spann. Quick left, straight right. Clean right hand from Walker. These guys are landing now. Spann's got the Muay Thai clinch, and now looking to take him down. Oh no, Walker's got control of it. Now he's looking to take him down. He gets him down. How about that? Spann trying to sweep him. Not having Johnny Walker on top. Oh, but it's a scramble. Already, though, Walker grabs him, gets on top, inside control. So that was a great job from Johnny Walker to not lose out on the scramble. And I'd say he won that round, though. It is 1-1. Going into the final round, oh my, what a counter from Walker. Jabbing a nice right hook. Oh boy, jabbing a solid right hand again. The counter striking from Johnny Walker has been evident even in this third round. And they went for the spin kick after he blocked the right hand, but Spann at least landed a left jab. Both guys landing a left jab there. And yeah, I think now they're both tired. I think you're going to see a lot more misses, which yeah, we've been seeing. Oh, now Walker with a clean right hand off the slip. Jab doesn't find the mark, hits a right hook. Does Spann rather. Now Walker comes in with a left jab, but misses with the roundhouse kick to the body. Walker trying to trip him. Good solid base, though. He's not going to take him down, and Spann might take him down. Oh, no. Both guys going for takedowns. Walker gets another trip. Looking for the Kimura, and he fights it off. Do like they went for a finish. I think Johnny Walker won that fight by getting that takedown. Yeah, 29-28 was the right call. Nelson Hamilton, you were smoking crack, buddy. But I thought it was going to be a lot better fight than just decent. First round was kind of a little too slow, maybe, potentially, but we did see Walker get a rock, though, in that first round. It just, it was weird. It's weird to kind of see that, or Spann had a big-time moment, but then he just pretty much lost all momentum afterwards. It's a weird fight. Weird one. John Lineker, Jose Aldo. My God. Cannot wait. Here we go. We start off our main card of the pay-per-view. Mark Odds, referee, cage side judges here. Both guys, of course, Brazilians. And we touch gloves already. Yeah, Lineker trying to get in close. Obviously, he's got a height difference that he is used to dealing with. At 5'3", he's used to being a smaller guy in there, height-wise. He went for the big right hand, but missed it. Did Aldo. Nice crunching leg kick from Aldo. I'm loving the leg kicks. He's getting back to what he does best, though, in this save. I love seeing those leg kicks. A beautiful straight right, though, from Aldo. Now he caught him with a head kick. God damn, Lineker's getting fucked up. Jabbing a low kicks, he's still laying it in. Lineker just is a fucking target now. He's already limping from the leg kicks. Another leg kick. Missed the... Oh, he hits the right... Rather, I thought he missed the straight right hand. But now John Lineker gets a hold of him, trying to get him against the cage. But Aldo's able to get out of it. Leg kick again from Aldo. I thought we were going to see John Lineker at least try and strike with him. But he's been completely outstruck. It has not been close. Aldo all the way. But Lineker again with a clinch. And again, he's trying to get him against the cage. Which I'm glad Aldo is not getting bent against the cage like he usually does in real life. And he ends up having to lose. Because they just score him getting held up against the cage instead of what he does when he does damage. Knee strike to the ribs, though, from Aldo. Went for a knee strike. But to the clinch. But he's pressed against the cage again. And he's wearing him down. Putting all that body weight on him. He's doing a very, very good job. They separate and punch from Aldo for his land. Lineker still noticeably limping around. Aldo's getting tired. I'm sure Lineker's getting tired. Plus, you can't feel his goddamn legs. Now Lineker, though he's getting a hold of him, but Aldo every time gets out-wrestled, rather, and now gains down position now. Again, but yeah, Aldo, he's in clear control. Lineker needs a finish. He needs to let his hands fucking loose. He keeps on trying to wrestle him. It's not going to happen. Just brutal. Just a bad game plan. Emo Guerra just wanted him to grapple, and he had to go out there and use his fucking hands. He's a hell of a fighter, and they had to let him go, and let him go out there. He's an underdog. He's his first fight back in the UFC. You gotta let him strike. Now Lineker's kind of equal to all these strikes. He caught that last kick. Is he going to take him down with it? Nope. Aldo's a very, very tough guy to put away, takedown-wise. He has some of the best grappling defense you will see in MMA. We're seeing it here tonight. Lineker has been taking a shot. He gets the takedown, though, but it's not going to happen as far as anything. There's 20 seconds left, and he's not going to do anything with it. John Lineker might have won a round, but I would say it was a dominant performance from Jose Aldo. Could have really been 30-27 if it wasn't for that takedown. And he wants Brian Ortega. He wants T-City. That's a fun fight. We can definitely make that happen. Asma Korvov and Jazier de Silva. Steve Mazzagatti, our referee for this one. Judges here for this bout. And now we get, as far as Jazier de Silva, the hooked out Brazilian, taking on the Russian former champ. We'll see how he does. Oh my lord. Already caught him with a right uppercut. That's Asma Korvov for you, though. Looking for the arm triangle now. He's going to survive. Potentially. Knee bar now. Crazy. Knee bar again. Jazier's going to hang on. And they're going to stand him up, too. Missed on the body kick. Nice 4 quick punches from Korvov. Man, oh man. He's just a whole nother level in there. Korvov gives him the left of the body. The counter striking from Korvov has been phenomenal tonight. Unreal. He could have definitely won that fight in the first round if he would have got one of those submissions. He got the single leg now already off the rip. Oh wow, went for the armbar from the bottom, did Jazier de Silva. That would have been crazy. Knee bar again. I don't think either guy's going to be able to get a submission. Oh, went for the triangle. Knee bar. Yeah, the leg lock. Another triangle. Oh, he's caught him. Oh, he slams him. Holy shit. He rampaged him. Oh, never mind. He fucking caught him with the triangle. Unreal. I thought he knocked him out at first, but no. He ended up getting caught in that triangle even more. What a win. Jazier de Silva steals one of Asma Korvov, but that's a tough loss. Very, very tough to lose like that. Hell of a try to try and rampage somebody, but end up getting caught even deeper in that triangle, and that was a bad idea. That's the thing with those power bombs. You really gotta slam the motherfucker, and nobody's like Rampage, who's 205 pounds and fucking slamming somebody through a goddamn mat. And plus, I think the UFC canvas is a little, I wouldn't say lighter, but I really think Pride just used a fucking boxing ring, and we know those are stiff as shit. But our referee, Steve Mazzagatti, our cage side judges here. Moicano looking to beat Yusuf Razov, and we'll see how he does. Jab, right hand absorbed from the gloves. Right hook here from Razov. Counter left hand from Moicano. 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Ended with the leg strikes that didn't land anything. Nice little right hand that misses. Here comes Razov with the counter. Left hand's off the counter. Right cross here. Steps in the pocket. Good shit. Neither fight really land anything though. Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here. Oh, here we go. Nice little counter from Razov, but countering the left jab at the right. Rounds kick to the body. Doesn't connect. Counters the right hand with a jab at a left hook to the side of the body. Tough break. Missed all the strikes on the spin kick attempt. And even Razov, his last kick gets caught and he gets taken down. But, Moicano and Razov, not a whole lot happened in that fight. Razov did a little bit more. But Moicano did get that takedown at the end, but I don't think it was going to be enough. Oh, they said it was a good round of action. I didn't know. It felt like Razov didn't land as much as I thought. Interesting stuff. Jab misses from Moicano. Nice body strike. This little body kick from Razov. Now he's walking him down. Counter jab doesn't connect though. 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Razov's still going to be pushing the pace though. Nice right cross. Missed the jab. Nice right to the body from Razov. Counter left hand from Moicano. Oh boy, went for the big right hand after the three-punch combination. Finds the mark and then went for that big fourth one, but he missed it. Dodged the right hand, counter attacks the left jab with a big right hand that misses though. Tries the jab, missed it. Went for the body kick. That comes in next, but he dodged it. Did Moicano. Moicano gets countered. Left jab and a right hook. Neither fighter can land anything now. Yeah, we're really seeing him slow down. More so in this second, too. Counter left hand for Moicano. Big right hand misses, though. Again, Razov, that final combination of strikes, that final strike never really lands. But he caught him with an off-bound little feint there. Went for the head kick, but missed it. He's up 2 rounds to none. Moicano needs a finish. Moicano's in trouble, that is for sure. Here comes a nice right cross. Again, it was crazy that Moicano was the favorite because Razov has just looked so good. His striking is just on another level. He's a hell of a sambo grappler as well. We've seen him not go for a takedown. Oh, there we go, Moicano. Great right hook. Now they're starting to land. 2 jabs to straight right from Razov. I think both guys know it's now or never if they want to get a finish, and they're going for it. Just about went for the head kick. Just about landed it. Man, that would have been a hell of a fight ender. Missed with the left jab, hits the left rounds, kick to the body though. Nice jab here from Moicano, but doesn't follow it up with the right hook. Yeah, I mean, Moicano is doing a good job. He's landing some right shots, but he's not going to be able to do enough to think win even a round against Yusuf Razov. 30-27 him. Hell of a performance from Yusuf Razov, and I mean, you got to think he's going to fight for the belt. He just beat up on Moicano, which Moicano with another bad performance. I mean, when's the last time this motherfucker's won a round? He really got 50-45 against Topuria. He just got 30-27. Just, man, I mean, there were 2 very tough fights that he's had. But he definitely could fight Topuria, and I think Topuria and him would have a very, very fun fight, and I think that's the fight to make. But he's, of course, a Burkett FC guy. Praises his sponsors, all of his friends, family, supporters. Moicano held in there, but my God, it cost him. That's for sure. Everything's a referee for this one. Overeem giving up, or is at least 25 pounds heavier, rather, is Overeem to JDS. Overeem might get 50 wins in his career, as we're going to hear the ice machine go off, because I have to put it in here, which, not fun. Yeah, we got muted. It's at least it wasn't as loud, but man, 2 fighters coming to engage. Missed the right hook, gets kind of the quick left jab and a right cross. Left kick to the body, sails wide, and then he counters the left kick to the body. Oh my, went for the head kick, but doesn't make much damage. That's a nice little body shot. That landed though, counters a hesitant body shot with the left jab. And I mean, he's doing good. Doing good. Jab, right in, digging in the gloves. 4 quick punches, 2 of them landing for JDS. Right hand is blocked. Oh my lord. Wicked uppercut. Down goes Dos Santos. Overeem might just do it. Unfucking real. JDS was about to fight John Jones for the goddamn title. And he gets dropped and finished by Overeem in 2 minutes in the first round. Unfucking real. What a win for the 41-year-old Alistair Overeem, who's now 48-19-1. Unreal. Our main event for the bantamweight, or for the featherweight title, Aspen lad Amanda Nunes can lad make it 2 in a row and be double champ. They Dutch gloves. Comes together, does Nunes. Left kick to the body. Can't hit that right cross, but she landed the jab to lad, and again, she's landing the jab, so she's not doing much damage off the follow-up shot. Nice jab and a leg kick for Nunes. Caught with a crunching right hook, though, did Ladd. She finally found that shot that she was looking for, but Nunes still pushing the pace. And, man, nice little checks the leg kick, counters with a crunching kick to the thigh, too. I'm liking what she's doing. Just about lands a head kick. Nunes is looking really, really good. She's already limping as Ladd. If she can take away those legs and the power behind them when she throws that big-time right hook, Ladd's going to be in big, big trouble. And, man, she's looking good, is Nunes. I think she's winning this first round. She looks tremendous. And, oh, wow, they're going to give it to Ladd. That's crazy. There's no way Ladd won that first round. No way. She definitely did not land more. Yeah, and there was more power shots from Nunes. Nunes is up. That's crazy. That would be some highway robbery if now that cost her this fight. Nunes wins the counter, left doesn't connect though. Left jab from Ladd, but that's all she's able to land is the setup strikes. Whereas Nunes, we're seeing the shots landing that are very significant. There's 2 counter jabs followed by a left hook to the body. Now coming in, big right hand from Ladd. So there we go. But Ladd, again, still limping. She's still feeling the effects of these leg kicks. Right cross from Ladd. Lands hard. So now she's starting to land a little bit. Ladd with a... Oh, she gets caught, rather, does Nunes. She hits a 1-2, a left jab and a good right hand. Now she's in the pocket. There's Ladd, nothing but air on the big right, though. And Amanda Nunes is hanging in there. She's looking good. She's landing a lot of big-time shots. Ladd, though, is starting to heat up a little bit. I think she's starting to find the mark. 1-2 from Ladd, but a 1-2, actually a 2-3, rather, or a 2-1, rather. 2 quick jabs followed by a nice right hook. Both girls, I'm surprised neither fighter rocked the other. Again, I think it's 2 rounds to none for Nunes, but they have it tied up. We'll see. In the 3rd round, though, Ladd already coming in with a right hook that's blocked. Nunes starting to miss a little bit. Ladd's getting tired, though. Oh my lord. Big right hook from big right hook rather from Nunes that caught her and dropped her. Knocked her out cold. What a win for the featherweight champion of the world on the women's side of things. Another fantastic fight for the women. The women came to fight tonight, man. They were phenomenal. American top team, Amanda Nunes gets the win, avenges that loss. Sure, it took her being a featherweight, but she gets it done. Critical rating of 80. That was awesome. Yeah, fantastic main. A hell of a co-main. The upset from Overeem over JDS. Now, Overeem's got to fight the winner of John and Blades, which is crazy. We're going to have Overeem fight for a heavyweight title at 41, maybe even 42 years old. Couple of fantastic fights, though, from the women's side of things. Literally every woman's fight was good, the great, the fantastic. Couldn't ask for anything more. Jazier De Silva getting that upset win was crazy. A hell of a card. Hell of a card. Performance bonuses here from pretty much all the winners tonight. They were fantastic. Maybe not Johnny Walker and Span. Lipsky, though, for sure. And Conor Watanabe. They were both. They brought it. Actually, yeah, we'll do that for both fantastic fighters. They put on a great showing. Andrade was great. What a comeback. Anfio was great. Nunes was great. It ends with a Nunes win. Who would have thought? It started off with a Nunes win and it ends with a Nunes win. Great stuff, though. Great stuff. And, man, did we look good out there? Did the UFC? We made about $1.5 million. Nunes almost made $1 million herself, which was well-deserved. It's a hell of a card. Overeem making almost $500,000. Aldo almost making $500,000. It's good stuff. Good stuff there. That will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for our end of May card. As, man, what a crazy card, though. So many changes happening with that knockout loss. That's going to probably tie up the women's bantamweight title scene. As far as for Ladd, maybe she wants a rematch where she actually comes in at 145. Maybe that'll help her out a little bit more. But, man, Nunes, she came to fight. She was motivated, for sure. But now our next card, we're going to, as far as we'll be going to France, Cyril Gane, Mika Favali. What a fun fight that will be. And we'll also see Zara Vaughan dos Santos against Macy Chiasson, Jimmy Crite, Ian Kutabala, Molly McCann, and Jillian Robertson's on that card as well. And also the French heavyweight of Zoumana Kiesi taking on Yair Rozenstruik as well. Interesting fight night card. And then we'll be back in the States, in Washington, for the ESPN Plus card of Mackenzie Dern and Valentina Shevchenko. Crazy fight that will be. Also Poatan fighting Derek Brunson in his first fight as a ranked middleweight. Or Pereira's not even ranked still, but that's his first top 10, rather, ranked middleweight, because I believe Brunson is 7th. Yeah, 7th, so that'd be a huge win. And of course, Cruz and Faber, the pay-per-view, which will also see Miss Yan taking on Thug Rose for the strawweight title. Tony Ferguson, Rick Lynn's on that card. Kevin Gastelum and Sean Strickland's a sneaky good fight. And, of course, the polarizing Colby Covington taking on the beloved Nate Diaz. That's a fun fight, I think, from a crowd perspective. And they all might be a riot if Nate Diaz loses that fight, but that should be a fun one. And Garbrandt taking on Ronnie Lawrence in Garbrandt's first fight back. We're also going to see Aaron Blanchfield versus Montana De La Rosa. Chris Weidman's back on the card. He's obviously in that New York area, so it's a bit of a hometown fight for him. And it's going to be a fun couple of fights here coming up. A couple of good cards. We're all over the place. We're in France. We're in Washington. We're in California, then New Jersey. A couple of West Coast fights, then an East Coast fight. And then I think we're going back to Vegas, for International Fight Week. That's going to be fun. Ortega's taking on Taporia. Whoever wins that fight is taking on Osmar Kurvov, and probably whoever loses is going to take on Holloway. So that's with Ortega, because I think we've now done Max and Ortega twice, I believe. Oh, we've just done it once. He TKO'd him in the first round. That was when he was champ, but I feel like that's probably for the best. We'll see, though. It's going to be a fun-ass fight. Oh, no, was it? Did he fight him already before the Save 2? I thought he did. Probably. Yeah, he did. So, yeah, he's already won twice, so. But that one was a doctor stoppage, so I can't really hold that against Ortega. But, yeah, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. So we go to France. Take care, everyone.